Is this your summer of abundance?
Yes.
Great, great. Today is the third lesson in our Summer of Abundance series. Our text is, as Chester said earlier, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity by Catherine Ponder. We're studying the principles that govern prosperity and abundance so we can live healthy, happy, and prosperous lives. God desires the best for us because it is God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. Now, today's lesson is the basic law of prosperity. But before we get into today's lesson, let's review what Reverend Wells covered last week. First of all, what is prosperity? Prosperity is the consciousness, according to Fillmore, the consciousness of God as the abundant, everywhere present resource, unfailing, ready for all who open themselves to it through faith. The key point of that is it is the consciousness of God. So that lets us know that prosperity primarily is a state of mind. Prosperity is total well-being. If you don't have a pen out, make sure you pull it out, because I'm going to be giving some core principles. Prosperity is abundant money, health, peace of mind, and good relationships. I like the way Catherine Ponder says this. Write down page 4. She says, the word prosper means to flourish. You like flourish? To succeed, to thrive, to experience favorable results. She goes on to say, you are prosperous to the degree that you are experiencing peace, health, and plenty in your world. Now, prosperity is doing what you want, when you want to do it, as long as you want to do it, and sometimes who you want to do it with. Prosperity is freedom. The freedom to make choices without the fear of running out of resources and or financial devastation. Prosperity is the divine provision of God given to me as God's image and likeness. Prosperity is my willingness to accept the divine provision God has already provided for me. Prosperity is plenty of money to take care of my needs and my wants. Prosperity is the ability to provide for my family and all my responsibilities. I'm talking about what prosperity really is. Prosperity is rich ideas. Prosperity is God's unlimited spiritual substance. Prosperity is God's plenty, not my concept of plenty. Prosperity, simply put, is the provision of God. See, some people have problems with ministers and churches talking about prosperity and money. They'll quote scriptures like 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, that says the love of money is the root of all evil. Well, I subscribe to the Reverend Ike response to this scripture. The lack of money is the root of all evil. The lack of money shows up as poor, little, or no health care. The lack of money shows up as stress, fear, anxiety, and their corresponding physical maladies because we believe we don't have enough to handle our responsibilities. The lack of money shows up as crime, juvenile delinquency, drugs, poor education, and other destroyers of civil society. The most dangerous person in the world is the person with no hope for a better life.
Come on, Gaylon.
They'll do anything and destroy anything or anyone. There is nothing good about not having enough money to take care of your business. See, when people quote those type of scriptures, they don't realize that that type of scripture is dealing with morality, greed, and poor ethics or character. The men in that scripture they were referring to had no character, so they would do anything for money, which of course is immoral and wrong. Money was their master. That's out of balance because you're supposed to be the master of money. Money should never master you. We have to change our concept about prosperity. Last week, Reverend Wells said it's a sin to be poor. Sin is missing the mark. We have mentally missed the mark of God's all-providing abundance. Now, how can we tell this shows up? When we were doing the joy singing earlier, I was looking at some people's faces like, should I really sing? I'm rich, I'm happy. Stressed, oh Lord. Let's keep it real. Because somewhere down in that subconscious mind, we have a program that makes us think that having money or desiring abundant money and plenty is wrong. We've been programmed, we've been conditioned to think that it's unspiritual. We've been programmed to think that it's not for us. So it's difficult for us to say that we deserve the best. That we deserve money, we deserve peace, we deserve love, we deserve happiness. Do you believe that it's even possible for you? If you can't sing it, how can you have it? We have to shatter these concepts. And we're going to start right now. Repeat after me. Money is good.
Money is good.
Money lives in my mind.
Money lives in my mind.
My mind is a money magnet.
My mind is a money magnet.
Now you have to tell yourself stuff like that till it feels good in your soul. If you're fighting with it, that lets you know, I'm running up against old program. And new wine can't fit in old wineskin.